Hey there, creepy peeps. Welcome back to another Maven Makes. I'm gonna do another voiceover thing again because, well, one, my brother isn't here to film, and two, my dad is watching TV right there in the living room and I don't want to get copyrighted. So yeah, please, somebody move with me to Salem so I can get out of here. Thanks. Anyways, we are going to be making vegan grave dirt pudding, something I used to have a lot as a kid, and I just really feel like it. So it's very Halloween-y, so let's start. I got my recipe from One Lovely Life, which I will link in the description, but let's go over what we're gonna need first. First, you'll need 1 can of, it said full fat coconut milk. I don't know if this is full fat. It didn't say it was not full fat, so I got it. Then you're gonna need some almond milk and some cocoa powder. I got the special dark from Hershey's because I love dark chocolate and it tends to be vegan most of the time. And then it also said to get coconut or maple sugar. I couldn't find that, so I'm just gonna use regular sugar. And then I've got some chocolate chips here. These were new. I decided to try them. They're Toll House and they've only got 3 ingredients and they are certified vegan, so I thought I would try those today. Then you're gonna need some cornstarch, or you can use arrowroot powder if you prefer. You'll also need vanilla, and this is optional, almond extract. I decided to use it because I like it, but you don't have to. And then for your toppings, I like to use graham crackers for the tombstones. These technically have honey in them, so they're not 100% vegan, but I decided to let it slide just for this video. And I found chocolate ones, actually, which I thought maybe might be spookier, so I chose those. And then you're gonna need Oreos. I actually didn't have an option to get regular ones, so I ended up getting double stuff. And you'll need some icing to pipe onto your tombstones. And then of course, some gummy worms. Mine always had gummy worms, so I needed gummy worms. So grab you a saucepan and don't turn the oven on or anything, but get your cornstarch or arrowroot powder. You'll need 4 tablespoons of that, and then 3 tablespoons of your cocoa powder. Then you'll get a 1/3 cup of your sugar and mix that together. Remember, the oven is off. Don't turn it on yet. Then you're gonna get your milk, which is 1 1/4 cup of the almond milk. Pour that right into there. The oven is still not on, mind you. You're not gonna turn it on yet. I don't know what'll happen if you turn it on before you're supposed to, but it's probably not good. And then you're gonna get your can of coconut milk, and we're just gonna dump the whole can. It's about 13 ounces, the can. And it's gonna go right into there. Now watch. I'm gonna zoom in for a second here because you all are gonna see something really gross. Do not grab the top of the can like that either. You're gonna cut yourself. Ugh. How gross is that? Okay, then mix that together and you'll actually be able to turn the oven on at some point. There I go. Yep, here we go. Oven's on, just a medium heat. Then you're gonna let that bubble while stirring occasionally. And while I was letting it heat up and bubble, I got my chocolate chips and my vanilla and almond extract ready. And then also while I was waiting for it to bubble and stirring in between, I decided to crush up my Oreos. Now I made the mistake here of getting double stuffed. I kid you not, there was no regular Oreos in the store. So I wasn't thinking, and I got the double stuffed, and it turned out to kind of be a mistake because it being double stuffed, it means there's more filling. And when I started to crush it, like you see right now, it kind of turned everything into a gooey mess a little bit. And I was not feeling separating all the cookies from the middle. I guess you could do that, or you could just get different cookies to put on it instead of Oreos, but whatever, mistakes were made, it's fine. And there's a whole lot more white in there than dark, and it's supposed to be dirt, so we can just pretend it was like snowing or something. All right. Starting to bubble, so remove it from the heat. And then you're gonna add in your vanilla and almond extract if you're using it. I decided to. I did less than the recipe called for though. And then you're gonna add your chocolate chips, sorry. And then mix that shit until all your chocolate chips are nice and melted, and your pudding should start to be getting super thick at this point. I mean, not like super thick, but like pudding thick, you know. All right, and then you're gonna pour the pudding into a container, and then I realized my camera stopped filming right after this. Basically all I did was, you'll see in a second, I put down some parchment paper on top of the pudding. You can use cling wrap as well. Just make sure the paper or the cling wrap is touching the surface of the pudding. Otherwise you could get like a nasty film on top of your pudding, which nobody wants. And then put it in the refrigerator to cool. While you're waiting for it to cool, you can wash the dishes that you just dirtied, because that's always a good thing to do. You can reread your favorite Halloween book, or you can go shopping at Spirit Halloween and break your bank account. I decided to cover my face in clown makeup, which meant I had to take a shower to get all the hairspray out of my hair and the makeup off of my face, and I didn't realize I had to finish this video. So now I have no makeup on and my hair is partially wet. So sorry, this is what I look like without makeup and without my hair properly done. All right, so we got our pudding out of the fridge. Just pulling it out, I'm gonna give it a quick little mix. And then that bowl off to the right is where I'm gonna build my graveyard, or my mini graveyard. So I'm just kind of spooning some pudding in. I don't actually like pudding all that much. Not by itself, it's a texture thing. So I kind of put maybe a little less pudding than a normal person might, I suppose. I need to have an equal pudding to cookie ratio, if that makes sense. So now I'm gonna add my crushed, kind of gooey double stuffed Oreos on top, and then we're gonna get our graham crackers out to make into tombstones. You can do this pretty easily with just like a butter knife. You know, it's actually fairly easy. Just don't press too hard, but you can kind of round off the edges and make like, you know, a generic tombstone shape. And it turns out pretty well, actually. I also had a fleeting thought to like bake cookies specifically for this and like turn them into tombstones, which you can also do for an extra layer of flair, I guess, but yeah, I didn't have time for that. Now this one you're about to see, I tried to be creative and make like a cross shape to make it a little bit different, and you're gonna see in a second it didn't work. Maybe if I had a bigger piece of graham cracker or something, but it all just kind of broke apart right here. Yeah, it didn't turn out the way I wanted to, so I just decided F it, and I was just gonna make another rounded off generic tombstone shape. Sometimes things don't turn out the way you planned when you're baking, and you just gotta kind of roll with the punches, you know? So there we go, we got two kind of generic looking tombstones. And then you're going to take your cookie icing. Again, you can make your own if you want to. Just make sure you put it in like a piping bag so you can write on your tombstones. But I just decided to buy a bagged one because it was easy and it just happened to be vegan. So if you're also needing it to be vegan, just make sure you check the ingredients on the back. I'm sure all my vegans out there are used to that at this point. And this is where you can get creative creeps, you know, just go to town, filling in your tombstones. You can't see it because, you know, filming by myself, it's a little bit hard, and I didn't realize the camera angle was so bad. I just wrote RIP on that one. And then the little tombstone duder that I'm decorating right now, I tried to write something on it, but it was kind of too small for me to write anything on, even with that super fine icing pen. So I just ended up globbing a whole bunch of icing in the middle and then spreading it out to, you know, just give it something. I didn't want to just stick a plain tombstone in there because that would be boring. All right, and then once you're done with that, you can stick your tombstones into your grave dirt pudding here and just kind of stand them up. It also would probably be better if you had like a clear serving bowl so you could see the layers, but I didn't have one of those. And then as I started to put the gummy worms on top of the pudding, my SD card filled up, and I didn't realize. So this is the finished product. All I did once my SD card conked out was put on the gummy worms, some vegan gummy worms, and that's it. That's really all you need for vegan grave dirt pudding. The toppings is where you can kind of get creative. You can put whatever you want on top of it. I know gummy worms and pudding does not sound the best, but it is delicious actually, and it makes a great spooky little dessert. And yeah, it's fun to make, even if you're an adult child like I am. Sorry that the end of this video is so weird and uneventful. I'm sorry, I just couldn't help it. My SD card filled up. I hope you enjoyed the video for what it's worth. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new here. Become a Creepy Peep today. I'm posting a video every single day this month for 31 days of Horrorween. So it's a great time to subscribe. And that means I'll see you tomorrow with a brand new video. Until then, stay strange. Bye! This video is brought to you by all these lovely creepy patron peeps that you see listed here. If you want to find out the perks to being a creepy patron peep yourself, you can check out that link in the description. There's a whole bunch of fun links in the description, so you can follow me on all my social media, Goodreads, Letterboxd, all that good stuff. So make sure you check out the description box. Thanks for watching. I love you. Bye!